Hello and welcome everyone to the oil price forecast for the 27th of June 2018, presented by myself, Phil Carr, at the Gold and Silver Club. Today we will indeed be focused on crude oil, which is now up 8% this month and 5% this week. Today we have had the crude oil inventory data, and this data has been really important as a key catalyst for a further breakout, and we'll show you that very shortly on the charts. Essentially, the oil inventory data today has shown us that US crude oil stocks have fallen by 10 million barrels in the latest week, which is the most in nearly 2 years. And this has caused an explosive breakout to the upside for crude oil prices. So let's have a look at this on the chart. This is WTI crude oil, which is now up today 2.9% on the day, so just under 3% on the day. And what a recovery we have seen for crude oil prices since the OPEC meeting at the end of last week. So we talked about this on the week ahead commodity report as well, where we were looking at the potential to re-enter into long positions over the course of this week. In fact, we've done so on Brent crude oil. We've taken advantage of this breakout to the upside, where there was an opportunity at the beginning of this week. If you'd missed out on the breakout on WTI crude oil on Friday, which broke out 5% to the upside after the OPEC meeting, where we had seen a resolution and an agreement with regard to the increase in supply to the market, and as a result we have seen significant follow through here to the upside on oil since Friday's OPEC meeting. And there was an opportunity, if you missed out on WTI crude oil, to take advantage of the breakout here through Brent crude oil, which is now in fact broken out about 300 points to the upside here since the beginning of the week. It gapped down initially on the open on Monday. We've broken out of a bull flag formation here on Brent crude oil, so from a technical point of view this is already a buy anyway, and we've continued to see this additional sentiment to the upside off the back of today's oil inventory data as well. So let's just go back to WTI crude oil, and we are almost here on the cusp of breaking out to the 4-year highs here. In fact, within the space of just over a week, we've seen a tremendous recovery here, over an 8% recovery to the upside for WTI crude oil. If we move over to the weekly chart, you will see here this recovery, which we had a look at, of course, on the week ahead commodity report as well, where we had the potential, after we formed a bullish engulfing candle on the weekly chart, to follow through this week. And we have in fact got a neckline which is residing just at the monthly highs here. We go over to the monthly chart here as well, and we've now got this capitulation move on oil. We'll take it back to the weekly chart again here, and you can see here where we seem to be on track for a retest back towards the 4-year highs here. So we've seen an incredible reversal here since the OPEC meeting, which is again why you must always be paying a lot of attention to OPEC meetings. They can provide tremendous opportunities for the oil market. So moving back to Brent crude oil, I would certainly keep an eye on this for the potential for more momentum to the upside as well. We're not actually too far away from now a retest back towards $78 per barrel. In terms of the next major levels that I would look at for both Brent crude oil and WTI crude oil, I would look at certainly $78 per barrel will be the next natural resistance point here for Brent crude oil. If we continue to rally and continue to follow through, the next key level of resistance would be $80 per barrel. So if we continue to follow through, break above $78 per barrel, the expectation would be that we would get a revisit all the way back up to $80 per barrel. And of course, if we were to break above the previous swing highs here, the next level of resistance resides just above $81 per barrel for Brent crude oil. So the sentiment right now for oil is very much bullish, and we can see that certainly with WTI crude oil prices as well, which are almost on track to breaking above the 4-year highs here. So we're almost there. We're almost at the point where we're going to see potentially approximately $73 per barrel revisited, and what a tremendous recovery it has been in oil prices over the last week. In terms of the next key levels here for WTI crude oil, first of all, I would look at $73 per barrel, which we're very close to retesting now. So we're sitting at approximately $72.73 per barrel right now. Momentum is really strong. If we break and close above that level, the next major zone of resistance actually resides just above $75 per barrel for WTI crude oil. So I would certainly be keeping a very close eye on oil at the moment. If you missed the move with WTI crude oil, have a look at Brent crude oil. It is lagging behind the price right now, and certainly from a technical price structure as well, we've had quite a significant breakout on the weekly charts, and we've also broken out of this bull flag formation as well for Brent crude oil. If you'd like to find out more about the training services that we provide at the Gold and Silver Club, get access to our custom-built market data and news trading platform, and also join us for our live trading room sessions throughout the week, just go to the link in the description, which is www.jointhelivetradingroom.com. Complete the application form, and we will of course get in touch with you ASAP. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel to be kept updated with the latest commodity reports.